Hey y'all, picked up another motherfucking victim, and I fucked this dude in the end. It was a real competitive match. It's one of those boxing matches where you got two opponents slugging it out for 12 rounds, and then with just 1 minute left in the 12th, one get hit with a one-hitter quitter. Right on the fucking jaw. Right on the motherfucking jaw. Knocked the fuck out of nowhere. A sudden knockout. That's what this was. You know, the match could have went either way. I think he had more pawns than me in the end game. I'm not sure. But we both had a queen, a bishop, and a rook. And then we both was left with just a queen and some pawns. And he was competing. You know what I mean? It was a war. It was a slugfest. We was trading blows. But then out of nowhere, I just hit him with the knockout punch. He just went to sleep. So I want y'all to check out this match. It's pretty lengthy, but it was a real good fucking entertaining match. And I came out on top towards the end. I was the victor. Hey.
All right, so let's go back to the beginning. He was white, so he had the advantage. I was black. Our ranking is pretty similar. We both did a good job of developing our pieces and getting them out to the center of the board quickly. He didn't want to exchange. I threatened his bishop. I moved him up because I wanted somewhere for my knight to move if he moved his, pawn down too. Okay. I don't really know why I moved there. That was sort of a pointless move. My friend Ryan, who's a better chess player than me, he always told me to move with, intention and to not just make pointless moves. That was kind of like a pointless move. I moved my bishop up so that if he took, let me go back. Why did I do that? I mean, if he took with the pawn and then I took his pawn, he couldn't take my knight anyway because my pawn would have taken his pawn and my rook would be there. So, but I move my bishop up. He threatens my knight. I move the knight up. He takes my pawn. I'll take his pawn. He moves back. I move up threatening his queen, which is kind of like a pointless move. So I just end up moving back. So, like I said, this was a pretty competitive game. I have a pawn on the bishop. He has a pawn on the bishop. Okay, now we both have a pawn, bishop, and knight. So I figured early on that this was going to come down to the very end. So I just moved over because, I couldn't take him with my pawn because then he'll take my rook with his rook. So yeah, I just moved over. And that's how that went. Equal exchange. So we're still even. Midway through, the game was pretty even. I decided to castle, protect my king, and just, handle my business after this. So Like I said, the game is still tight, very close. We got the same pieces, 2 pawns, a bishop, 2 knights, and a rook. So it's all about, who's the better man now, you know what I mean? We going into the end game. I took his rook, he took my rook. Game was really even. It was deadlocked towards the end. And I moved that pawn up because I wanted my king to have an escape. So I seen what he was trying to do. He didn't want to exchange, but I did. Because I, like I said, was more confident in my end game than I think he was. And I know if I get motherfuckers in the end game, I'm going to win. Like, this is my kind of game right here. And this way he just started to fold because he just started to make kind of like bad moves, in my opinion. Like, just pointless moves. Like, my queen is, my queen is active and, able to do some things. And like, why would you move the pawn down right now? You know what I'm saying? When I'm about to take your pawn and threaten your king. You know what I mean? Like, you folding. He's making bad moves. And then, now I'm giving my pawn protection and allowing him to move up and become a queen. And, now you getting checked up all over the place. See? Then I took his pawn. He took my pawn. So now I have the advantage. Now I'm up a pawn. So I knew I had this game. And I was like, I don't gotta do nothing but just keep moving my pawn and my queen up. And boom, right there, I fucked him. That was a knockout punch. And he quit. That was the motherfucking knockout punch. And read this. Rub that shit in. Before he gave up, this is what I said. You're fucked. Just quit. I said, you're fucked. Just quit. And shortly after that, he quit. Because he knew there was nothing he can do to stop me from making him another one of my motherfucking chess bitches.
Came out the victor. I knew I was going to beat him towards the end. I have a lot of confidence in my end game. My friend Ryan always say, like, bro, if a game is close and you in the end game with a nigga, it don't matter if he like ranked way above you, you gonna pull out that win. I rarely lose real tight games where my opponent and I only have like a few pawns and like a rook left, or a few pawns and a bishop, or a few pawns and a queen. I always come the fuck out on top because that's when I really like, you know what I mean? I really fucking focus and just be like, and I don't know, having tunnel vision. You feel me? So I'm always confident towards the end game. So I knew I was the better man, and then he started to fold. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, I don't make mistakes. That's how I beat so many of these motherfuckers. I might not even be better. I just be more focused towards the end. When I see the game is tight, that's when, you know what I mean, I step up my game and I really zoom in. You feel me? So that's what happened. I pulled out the motherfucking victory towards the end. He folded like a fucking lawn chair. I seen him, like, his moves. I'm like, what is this dude doing? I'm like, I don't think he really good in the end game. So that's what you got to do. I know most of these motherfuckers only good with queens. If you get them in deep water, I can fucking drown them. Because I'm more intelligent, I'm smarter, and I got superior in-game skills. You feel me? And so that's what it was. Beat him towards the end, making smarter moves, and I seen he was folding, and my confidence was just getting higher and higher. So I'm like, this dude making bad like moves. He making like just pointless moves. I know I'm gonna get him. I know he gonna fold. I know he gonna fuck up. Because that's what it be about most times towards the end of the game. Like, who gonna fuck up first? And it's rarely ever me. I'm like, I know he gonna fuck up. I know he gonna motherfucking fold. I'm just waiting for it. Dun, 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 dun. Exactly. Made the move exactly that I wanted him to make. Folded, and I got the victory.